Hi, this is Frank Giannino of Frank's Custom Shoe Fitting. I'm here to talk about toning shoes. Toning shoes are the largest growth area in the shoe industry today. The two types of toning shoes are the rocker sole and the relatively firm, stiff, athletic, toning shoe. The controversy that's come up as of late has been over the making false claims about the benefits of wearing toning shoes. We got to be careful what we say. In the case of Reebok, recently they settled with the FTC for $25 million a lawsuit for false advertising. Sex sells, slick advertising makes us want to be the person in the ad, consume the product that they have in their feed. We all know how the world works, and we want to feel good about ourselves, and we want things to really work. But we have to be careful of this. I have extensively experimented with the product and sold it to people and warned them and have a pretty solid feel for who the niche is, just like we do with Five Fingers or performance footwear of all kinds in this industry. So the consumer that I've come across in my small sample of the world is a person with a really flat foot, a person who benefits from feeling something pushing up in their arch in their knee. And I never argue with success, of course. If a person's happy, if a businessman's happy with the product he's selling to his people, I don't argue with success. I support that. But when it comes to risk, we have to be careful because you can get seriously hurt in these if they're not applied properly and used properly. So there are instructions to follow to break in and get used to this idea. Follow them carefully, but I do caution that this is just a niche. And the niche, I believe, is for the flatter foot and for the person who has refer effect. So once again, Reebok was sued for $25 million by the FTC. They just settled on that, and that was for false advertising, the claims of this. Little note of the history, too, about all this product. MBT was the company who came out with the concept. You basically have a rounded or cushioned satch heel, a rocker sole, and a taper in the front for toe-off. And there's three medical features that I observed that are actually being put into one shoe here. You've got the satch heel, which is really for a person who has a need for a tremendous amount of cushion in that heel strike area. Then you have the rocker sole, which tends to push up on the arch and refer positively or negatively to the knee. And then the toe-off helps with the forefoot to spread out the metatarsal heads and the toes of your forefoot. So you got to make sure the fit is correct so you can flare out. You got to make sure the ride is correct so you're not over or under pronating. And you got to be very careful with that initial impact as you move on these things. The folks that do use them too, I find, are primarily people who stand on a job, and they like the idea of rocking back and forth and having that support. So to reiterate, this is a fad. It is a niche for some, primarily the flat foot. And I know that it's here to stay. It's not going to go away anytime soon. The concept is unique, but you can't ignore it. I mean, it's the fastest growing area of the whole shoe industry worldwide is the toning shoe.